인사팀 진짜 powerful. The team has a budget for snacks. 우리 문화. 좋아요. Hello, my name is Jonathan. I studied at MIT, came to Korea about 3.5 years ago. 지금 S전자에서 일해요.
미국과 비교해서 한국 회사의 장점, 강점, 특이한 문화를 말씀해 주시면 됩니다. 업무 스타일.
Work style is much different. Korea is much more top-down, really listen to and respect their boss. Korean company, they can move really fast. Bad side is, I think people feel 답답하다. You just have to accept. In US, there's more argument, debate with boss over what should be done. It can take a long time to get on the same page, and it can take a long time to get moving. But the good side is, there's more opinions, and there's more thought, and there's more ideas that come into the work. Oh, Korean companies are very famous for working very, very, very hard. Everybody knows how hard Koreans work. In US, there's more emphasis on work-life balance. Spend more time developing activities and doing hobbies. But Korea, they're very dedicated to the work. Oh, overtime. Koreans work a lot of overtime. You know, sometimes I've even heard, sometimes Koreans will even go to the office on weekends, maybe even if there's no work, just to clock hours to get overtime. Older people, you always have to be very respectful because they've been there longer, they know more, and you can feel that also in meetings or big group settings. Older people have the special seats, they're the ones that talk the most. Younger people usually sit near the wall, don't say much, hands on the lap, and maybe just take some notes. So there's definitely respect for age and experience. How do I act? Oh, 책임님, something like that, yeah. So I think most Koreans, 먼저 가요? Oh, 창피해요. But 외국인이라서 내일 봐요. They don't want to be shown to be the first to leave. They're kind of embarrassed. They don't work as hard, they think. But maybe in US, you can leave if your work is done. Nobody cares. Just get your work done and then you can go. And you don't have to feel like, I should stay because my team is here. Yeah, very different. Oh, meeting 할 때. Korean meetings, it's kind of like seniors, especially when 상무님 and higher come into the room. You feel it's kind of like, you can be nervous. Younger people are usually more afraid to talk, so you can feel heavy in the room. 분위기 무거워. Often in the US, bosses, VPs, often you can have a casual relationship, not as heavy. In the US, you could maybe be leaning back, maybe even your legs crossed, and you just say, oh, hey, how you doing? Much different. Welfare? You mean like employee happiness? Flexible time is becoming more common. Oh, 회식. So company provides money for 회식, whereas in US, they don't provide money for that kind of stuff. Korea, they try to take care of groups of people, try to take care of the welfare of the group. And in US, the companies don't spend as much. So they spend on individual people for individual things. In Korea, they have budgets for group activities like 회식 or some kind of parties or things like that. So one of the things that I really like about working in a Korean company is that the team has a budget for snacks. So they'll go to 편의점 and get big bags and 같이 먹어요. 재밌어요. 우리 문화. 좋아요. A friend of mine, another foreign friend, this person was at a 회식 because the VP was leaving, and some of the people so it's kind of funny because in the US you would never see such emotion about a VP leaving, but I think in Korea there's more of the group culture, so I thought that was kind of strange. So at the 회식, people like to drink beer and you feel really friendly with people, so it feels really good. But then the funny thing is the next morning you go back to office, oh, it's back to being like 답답하다. But at 회식, it's really, really fun, so it's very extreme. I really like 회식. Good chance to feel close to colleagues. Oh, hire and fire. So this goes back to the 우리 문화. Much harder to fire in Korea. In US, you could get fired really easily. Downsize or you're not performing well, you're fired. I mean, it's not really easy, but it's much easier. I think the big difference in promotions, obviously still have to have a good ability, but in Korea, age also means a lot more too. So in US, the age and experience of course matters, but if someone does really well, they can get promoted quickly. Korea, it's I think very rare for somebody who's young, even though maybe really good, they still have to wait until a certain age to get promoted. I think one of the things, at least where I work, 인사팀 진짜 powerful. Still surprised that higher people, the lower people really follow very closely. Even if they don't think hire person is right, they just keep it mainly inside. How do you say to get a job? If Koreans studied like they do but lived in US, they would be at the top of their companies. They study much harder than many people in the US. So maybe learn English and move to US. After you drink for a while, if you drink too much, you start singing Britney Spears songs. So be careful at Huishik.